big buckets just to put a hole in. One dead one, two dead ones, three dead ones. That plum there is 4. That peach down there on the far end is 5. And there may be another dead plum clear over there. We finally had a good rainstorm. Came in strong and hard on Friday. Thunderstorm most of the night, and then on through most of the day Saturday. It was just a steady, slow rain, which is exactly what we needed. We needed a good, long, hard soak. We hadn't had really any rain for about 4 months. I think the weather guy I saw the other day said we'd had 4/100ths of an inch, not even tenths of an inch, hundredths of an inch. So we're talking yay much in about 4.5 months. So we needed the rain. That said, the ground is wet. It'd be easy to get these trees out and get these new ones planted in. Let's do it. Initially, I was going to move this apple over to here, and then we would just have all of our fruit trees going this way. But I picked up an extra apple, so that one's got to stay put. This is what chickens will do to your fruit trees. They just girdle it. They were in here for about a week last year. They were fine, they were fine, they were fine. And the day before I planned to move them, I came out here and they had stripped the bark clean off of these trees. This one and that one. This one here, I don't know what happened. It was fine all summer, and then all of a sudden at one, I think it just dried out too much. I'm not seeing any green in there. I think it's done. And then this one here got used as a rub tree last fall by a local buck, who was no longer in existence, by the way. But you can see he just basically did the same thing, girdled it. This tree grew the spring, put out a whole bunch of foliage and put out a whole bunch of peaches. But then the weather dried up, and the tree, being mostly debarked here in the middle, just died. The fruit that was on it never really matured. It got about the size of a golf ball and then started drying up and withering away. So I knew the tree was not going to be a good candidate for long-term viability, so we got another one to replace it. Unfortunately, I could not find an Alberta peach to replace it with, so we went with Bella Georgia. That one there is a Red Haven. This one is a variety I'd never heard of before. It's a majestic peach. That's a Methley plum. One of these is a Fuji and a Honeycrisp, and I don't know which is which without looking at the label, but I got a Fuji and a Honeycrisp. And then this one, Santa Rosa plum. Let's look at this one. That's a Burbank plum there. These two that are way down here behind me are pears. One's going to be a Bartlett and the other one's going to be a Kefir pear, I believe. I don't know if they're going to make it or not. Every time I come out here, the deer have picked more leaves off the branches, and now they've started eating the whole branches. Some of these on the bottom here are just gone. They're just gone. And if you look at this tree up to here, it's pretty much been eaten. These branches have all been eaten. Don't let it fool you. They look like they've been cut, but I did not cut them, and they were full branches when I bought that tree. They are full branches no longer. And this one's about the same way. You can see they've defoliated this tree all the way up about as high as they can reach without climbing up in it like a goat. Looks like they've nipped off the ends here. And so we've got a little bit of dead on that one. This one should be fine. It's actually in a decent spot. It's got a nip off here on just above an outward facing bud, so this branch is going to grow out, which is fine by me, I guess. This one here is about the same. Actually, that one may have been broken. That looks like that was done a while back and healed and started to regrow already, which is fine because on here are outward facing buds, so this tree is going to develop that away, which is fine. Just hopefully I can keep them alive long enough for them to get good and rooted and take off. That's what we're looking for. That's all we need. Look at all the rock in here. Could you imagine having to dig a hole by hand? No, thank you. And what'll happen here is water will collect and run right down in there and keep that thing good and watered. If I see that it's getting too much water, well, we'll just redo our drainage here and have some of it run off. oil is black, but there's plenty of it. I imagine by the time we get done mowing, it'll be time, hour-wise, for an oil change. Yep, 900 hours is where we're at. It's at 8:53 now. It'll be close by the time we get done. I don't know that we'll spend 37 hours on this thing. I certainly hope not, mowing these fields. But we'll just plan to do an oil change when we get done anyways. These were loose because I started to do this the other day and realized I didn't have what I needed to put in here. What? No way. Who needs a funnel? Good to me.